Hello, long time no see. Hope everyone had a good Christmas and a good New Year. I went back home for a bit, it was alright, and then didn't really do much on New Year's, but we did do something on New Year's Eve involving the E36. Now, I didn't have a chance to do any vlogging, but what happened was one of my friends texted me early on, was it Saturday morning on New Year's Eve, saying that they'd stripped second gear in the gearbox in the S14A. Shout out to Jimmy for that. So Jimmy texted me saying I've got a spot at the New Year's drift day at Teesside. Now that went really well. It was a bit advanced for me maybe, like still had good fun, and yeah, by the end of the day started getting really confident with the drifting again. So I'll show you a clip now of my best run, or my favourite run. Nearly. There's a big corner at Teesside called South Bank, I think, and it's by far the fastest corner I've ever gone sideways round. So you're doing about 55, 60 mile an hour going sideways around a corner, and it's scary as shit at first. That was fucking awesome, like really enjoyed the drifting at Teesside. So we'll be going back there soon, I reckon, but the E36 is mostly alright. I gave it a wash the other day. Unfortunately the garage is very moist and just gets wet in there, but I did try and give it a wash. Everyone knows I don't like washing cars, but it's a decent effort. Couldn't wash the wheels though, the wheels have gone really weird. Like they've gone that real pitted. So I did actually take the rear wheels off the other day and try and fit them on the front. I thought, well, the Audi's got wider wheels up front than the rear, so has the Teg. I thought, well, why not do the same to the Beamer? Get some more turning grip maybe and keep the back nice and loose. Unfortunately the offset on the wheels is ET15 on front and rear, and these are 10-inch wide at the back, and it just didn't work. I need some more camber before I can try and do that, even with the over fenders. But that might be an idea for the future. Car's going really well though, but there is one little thing wrong with it, which I'm going to try and fix now. Right, so we've got another drift day on Wednesday. We're going around Santa Pod with Adam from 621. And he's taking his E36, I'm taking mine. We're going to go down, just me and him. Should be fun. Should be pretty cute, I guess. Don't know, the vlog should be interesting, I hope. Speaking of vlogs, now I know the camera's been pretty shit lately, and I kept thinking I'll get another camera or whatever, but I've finally done it. So this year I had a couple of viral videos. I had the FK2 video, and I had the one of me crashing at the Nürburgring. Those two together I got about 500,000 views, I think, somewhere in that figure. And long story short, I do put adverts on my videos. You should be aware of that by now. I do get asked this quite a lot, like, do you make a lot of money off YouTube and stuff like that? And simple answer is no. It's usually about $10 a video maybe, so roughly, what, £6 maybe per video. Then they take me a good hour and a half to shoot usually, and a couple of hours editing and stuff, so it's I won't give up my day job just yet. But the two viral videos that I've had this year with the FK2 one and the DC2 crashing video, it's actually netted me around, what was it, about 400 or so pounds off those two videos. So what I've done is, rather than being a typical northern greedy type bastard, I've actually used that money and bought a new camera. And that should have been here yesterday, but it hasn't come. But it should be here hopefully next week before we go drifting. You'll be able to watch me in 4K. I don't think I'm going to use the 4K option, but I've bought a Panasonic Lumix G7. I've been looking for ages what camera to buy, and I've gone through all these different options, and this camera just looks absolutely perfect for what we want. I got it with a 12-60 lens as well, which is a bit more expensive, but so I was speaking to a guy called Chris Purr. I'll put a link to his YouTube channel here. Now, he films quite a lot to do with his old Subaru, and I don't really know what it is. It's an old Subaru pickup truck thing, I think. But I bought some wheels off this guy like years ago. But long story short, he said, check this camera out, it's really good. Checked it out. I was already aware of the camera and I thought, yeah, this looks really good, so made the purchase now. It should be here shortly. I did make a bit of money off YouTube this year, only about 500 quid, but I've put it straight back into YouTube, so no bitchy comments, bought a new camera. Hopefully the vlogs this year should be a lot better once we get that. Now I'm still on the GoPro 3 at the minute with my Rode mic, and it's going alright, but I'm looking forward to getting the more, perhaps not professional setup, but it's certainly a step in the right direction. What else? I've made absolutely zero progress on the DC2. I've not even been across the hull since we last went there in the last video. All I've been doing is E36. Now we've got the drift day on Wednesday, and we've also got another drift day on the 22nd, I think, of January at Three Sisters. So in the next like 2 weeks, we're going to be doing 2 more drift days in this, which is great. Really like it. But there's one issue, and it's super annoying. Now, just have a listen to this. It's not so loud at the minute. When I was drifting, the steering got really notchy and really just making that squeak noise, and the steering would kind of, especially when I'm drifting and things like that, the steering just felt horrible. Did a bit of research this week, and apparently all I'm going to need is some white lithium grease, which I've just been and got from Halfords, and small hands to try and spray it on the UJ that goes through the firewall. So we're going to try that now. Hopefully it'll fix the squeak and make the steering feel a lot nicer, because it feels horrible at the minute. It's really quite weighty as well. Like you can just feel it dragging. You can feel whatever's not lubricated down there. You can feel it really dragging when you turn, and it's just not good when you're drifting. So let's turn the engine off, and we'll go try and put some grease on. The area that we need to grease is this universal joint just down here, and like the rubber behind it and stuff, I believe. I should have read more on the internet, but I got a bit excited when I bought some grease, and here we are. But I don't know if you can see down there. I'll try and put like a... See? I'll try and put like a bubble on it in the video so you can see what I mean. I'm just going to cover that in grease and see what happens, so join me in a moment. Right, I've pretty much covered that in lithium grease, so let's see if it's made a difference, hopefully. Apparently it could be like the clock spring inside there, but with this having an aftermarket Boston, I don't know if it's got a clock spring, because the indicators don't automatically come off or anything. I don't think it's a clock spring, so I don't think it's got a clock spring. Right, we'll just put more WD-40 on it and see what happens. I've sprayed quite a lot of grease now. Doesn't seem to be making a massive difference. Right, so I'm not sure if that's fixed as problem, but the squeak's definitely a little quieter. I know a lot of YouTubers are reflecting on 2016 at the minute, which to me is just a way to get an extra video in. Quality over quantity. Not that this is a quality video, it's just me spraying some WD-40 on a universal joint. But I want to make another video. I've not made one for a while, just to make sure everyone knows I'm still here. New camera should be here, like I say, Monday now, really. Oh, I'm going off-roading tomorrow in Dan's Amarok. That should be good. Dan sold the Amarok as well. Can you believe that? He's traded it in for a Touareg, which I think is how you say it. Maybe. Volkswagen. Right, so that's pretty much everything. So this week we've got a drift day with 621 on Wednesday. So there'll be a video coming on that. Off-roading tomorrow in the Amarok. Try and get a video on that. I really want to test out the new camera for that one, but it's not coming time. But we can always use the GoPro, see how we get on. And then we've got another drift day the week after that. But yeah, you'll be seeing some more videos now. We're in 2017. Right, the winter break's over now, so we're back to having regular videos. So I'll try and get at least one up a week if I can. I'm not just going to turn out garbage though. I'm not just going to make videos for the sake of it though. That's why there's been a bit of a winter break. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not going to just keep churning out shite. We'll try and keep on topic and hopefully keep the quality up. Now, is there anything else I want to speak about? So we've got the new camera on the way. We've already done one drift day on New Year's Eve. So we're going to do his third drift day at Centre Pod on Wednesday. Really excited, it's going to be class. And I've not had the shade for a while. Yeah. Oh well. Is there anything else? No, not really. I've been playing a lot of Project Cars on the Xbox. That's been really good. Oh, I've also bought half an Integra, but more on that to come. If anyone follows me on Twitter or Instagram, which you definitely should, I'll do the thing with the text. I was driving my old black Integra a couple of weeks ago. Chap at my work bought it, and yeah, it was a bit of a blast from the past. Now, long story short, he's having to sell it without going into too much detail, and I've ended up buying half of it with him, and we're gonna do it up and stuff. So there'll be more content on this other black Integra. I'll get across to it one day. But I've still got my Integra, which we still need to get prepping for the ring. At the minute, I'm a bit too focused on having some fun skids in this. We'll get to there's plenty of time till we go to the big ring. There's like 3-4 months to go yet, so no rush. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. So I'll see you in the next video.